You want weights today if you have some, and we're using them for some overhead press stuff. Some of it will be while you're moving, so they don't have to be very heavy. I'm actually going to use shampoo bottles, and I don't have weights. But you could use 2, 3, 5, 8 really for this. So grab some if you have some, or 2 bottles, and you don't need to use them, of course. Yeah, and let's come to your mat and get ready to warm up. I'm going to start on the ground, actually, and just in the plank position. So shoulders over wrists, just starting right here, warming yourself up. Core is engaged, nice long spine, and just start breathing. And if you need, you can come to your elbows and warm up this way. Plank position. And we're going to hold it just for 10, 9, 8, 7, good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, just come up into a downward dog, big exhale. This is just your pelvis up, exhale. You're stretching through your legs. Lift one leg up, put it behind the other, so you cross one behind the other, and that gives a little push on the leg that's on the ground. Maybe you can even push a little bit on the heel. And breathe. And let's take it to the other side. Same thing, little push on the heel. And breathe. Okay, and take both the feet back down. You're going to take the knees down onto the ground. We're going to just do a wrist stretch. You're going to turn your wrists around. You turn your palms around so that your fingertips face your knees. You can take a slight bend in the elbows if that feels more comfortable. And then you take tiny little circles. These are not big. Even if your circles are barely noticeable, or maybe you just need to stay here. And you take them both ways. And this is really tiny. You don't want to do too much pressure. And then just lean backwards after you've done just tiny circles, not very many. And if your wrists come up, that's fine. This is a wrist and a forearm stretch. This is a great thing to do if you've been out typing. And come up, and then just fold the hands in towards you. And release. And fold. And release. Good. And shake it out. Nice. And back into the plank. So pressing into the palms. Engage the core. Right here. Keep breathing, and we'll hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into this downward dog again. Big deep breath. Good. And you're going to walk together, hands and feet. So you can walk forward, you can walk backwards, or maybe you want to walk a little bit both ways. But get so you're in a forward bend. Drop your head here. Bend your knees slightly, and then straighten your legs. And we'll do that 5 times. So there's a bend and a straight, warming up, and a relaxation of your neck. And straight, bend, and straight. And after 5 times, hang out again. 1 big exhale. You're going to reach up, open up, and big breath. Coming all the way up to the top. Clasp your hands, take them out, bring them up. Deep breath, big inhale. As you exhale, you're going to take it over to a side. Inhale back to the center, and as you exhale to the other side. Good. And bring it up, and this time you're going up and back. So you look up, see if you can grow, feel like you can grow your spine so it lengthens instead of crushing the spine. Up and back. Good. And bring it back. Nice. You're going to start your arms, your legs are nice and wide. You're going to start your arms just circling around and back. And then you start to lunge right and left with each circle. So a little coordination here. So right knee and left knee, right knee and left knee for 8, for 7, good, 6, 5, awesome, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just switch the arms, and then you stay same with the legs. To side. It's just a little side to side, warming up the hips, not big. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And shake it out. Nice. Let's start a little tiny jog, a little shifting right and left to start to get the heart rate up. If you have to low intensity, you're doing marching like this. Just a little tiny jog. Good. We're going to take it into a twist, so your legs are together. You're twisting right, left, right, left. The knees point in one direction and the other, so make sure your knees are pointing in the same direction. Keep it breathing. Whew, nice. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last little cardio, switch your legs, right, left, right, left. A little bit of a running right here. Getting the heart rate up. Good. Keep going. You've got 10, 9, awesome. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and shake it out. Oh, good. Roll the ankles out if you need to, any sort of joints. And we're going to do a calf stretch, and we're going to take it down and do some abs. So come to a wall for the calf stretch. One foot is bent, and the other foot is straight. If you don't have a wall, no big deal. Just take the foot behind you, bending this knee, and a little push here. Breathe, and stretch. And let's do both sides. So your back leg is the one that's really stretching the most. You're pushing the heel into the ground, stretching your calf. Okay. Nice. We're going to get into a series that's a 30-second workout. This is where you need your weights. So weights, I'm going to use bottles. If you have weights, that's great. I would recommend like 5 or 8. But if you have 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, that's fine. You can use them. Just see how they are. But if you have ones to choose from, choose 5 or 8. Okay, so this is going to be 30 seconds on, and we're just going through all of them, and then repeating. So jump, I'm just going to go through what they are. They're kind of fun and different today. So it's a curtsy lunge. You've done curtsy lunge. Sorry, it's not curtsy lunge. So you jump first. So it's a jump to a curtsy lunge, and then you go into a squat. So it starts jump, curtsy lunge, into a squat. So single leg, jump, curtsy lunge. And you'll do that all one leg. And then you switch after the beat. You do it all the other leg. So that's what we start with. And then I'm going to show you the second one just so that we know when we're getting into it. So it's press jumping jacks. So it goes like this. Up, up with your weights. So they're above your head as you jump out. Instead of, if you don't have weights, it's okay. Just do jumping jacks with the press straight up. All right, let's get going. It's 30 seconds. So get ready. And I'm starting your timer. So you've got 5 seconds right here. You'll hear it. So it starts with the jump. So it actually starts with this jump up into the curtsy. Here we go. Up, curtsy lunge, and then you squat. You go back up. Jump, curtsy lunge, squat. Jump, curtsy lunge, squat. Yeah. If you're not jumping, then you just lift your knee. So if you're doing low intensity, you just lift your knee. So this is all about really building up the legs. So this is a leg. 1. Jump, curtsy lunge, and yeah. So remembering curtsy lunge is right behind you like this, and there's a bend. So that was your beat, so now you're going to the other side. So up, so curtsy lunge, that's the beat. And here, yeah. Up, curtsy lunge, good, good. And great. After this, you just grab your weight. You go straight to the jumping jacks. There's no rest in between. Up, curtsy lunge, and squat. Yeah, great. Keep it going. Great. Now just grab your weight. You're right into the jumping jacks. So there's no rest in these. We'll rest after. Okay, and go. Just right into it. Good. Keep it breathing. So if you don't have weights, it's okay. You don't have to go over the head. You could just do regular jumping jacks. That's totally fine. Or maybe you still want to do press up without the weights, and that's okay too. So it's going to beep. You're going right back into the jump. So put the weights down. You're right back into the jump, curtsy, lunge, squat. So jump, curtsy, lunge, and squat. Right back into this. Jump, curtsy, lunge, and squat. Yes. Good. Nice. So we do this whole round one more time and then one more time again. So it's 2 more times. So we're on the second, and you're doing it a total of 3. Up. Good. Make it a big hop. Good. Other side. So right away, jump, curtsy, lunge, and squat. Big hop. So make it a big hop when you come off the ground. Try to get the full foot off the ground. If you're not hopping, that's okay. But if you are, Really commit to that hop. Up. So you can feel that power onto one foot. And squat. Up. Good. Keep it breathing. Nice big squats. Great. Grab your weight. And here we go. We're into jumping jacks. Right. Press up. 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 Awesome. You're doing good. Keep it breathing. So if you start to get like pain in the neck, that's when you want to do no weights. Or if you have the option, lighter weights. Great. So one more time. Here we go. Weights down, and you jump. Jump. Curtsy lunge into the squat. So it's your hop. Curtsy lunge into the squat. Great. So really get those hops up there. One leg taking off. You got it. Yes. Nice and strong. You're doing good. Good. Other side right away. Here we go. Up, down, and squat. Up. Use your core. We just warmed it up for you to use it. Big explosion. Pull the navel into the spine. Keep it breathing. Great. Grab your weights into the jumping jacks right here. Arms go over the head. Here we go. You're doing great. Remember, low intensity is this. Step it out. Keep it breathing. We'll take a rest. Great. So here's your rest. Whew. All right. So take a moment and stretch your hip flexors and stretch your arms maybe. So you can actually do arm and hip flexor on the wall if you wanted to. Bend a knee and open up. Or you could do it without the wall and twist. That feels good. Grab some water too, because we have another one of those series. Good. And you'll switch, do both sides. Lunge stretch is great for hip flexors, the straight knee back, and you're just on your toe, breathing. If you felt that, get into your shoulders a little bit. You could give your shoulders a little rub, a little shoulder roll maybe, because it is an overhead press. All right, so we've got another like that. So there is no rest. It's just 30, 30, 30. And it starts with a chest butterfly bridge. So what is that? So take your weight, you're on the ground, and you have 1, 2, 1, 2. So your arms go out as one leg is out. Your arms come in as one leg is in. I leave my head on the floor for this one. So you're not here. If you have like 2-pound weights, you could lift up your head. But if you're doing 5 and above, keep your head on the floor. And then you're going to flip it over. You're into commandos. Right here, down, right and left. And then back up, right and left. Y'all know commandos. And then the last one you're into is lunge. You're going to stand it up. No weights necessary. Your choice. You can do lunge back, or you could do jump lunges. And left and right. And this is 30 seconds all the way through. This is a harder one. Get yourself ready. Get what you need. So we start with those chest butterflies. So head is down unless you have light weights, and then you could lift it up. You just don't want to put too much strain on the neck in any of these exercises. More important that you're putting strain on the chest, the core. All right, so take it down, grab your weights, and I'll start you off with 10 seconds. 9, here it goes. 6, 5, get your weights. Good. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So you're doing a chest fly, which is your arms going out. It's like just a chest press, basically. And then you're bicycling the legs. If you have really light weights, 1s or 2s, you might want to take your Head up, your shoulder blades up, that's okay, as long as it doesn't hurt your neck. Keep breathing. We are totally warmed up for bicycles. So this is just adding this in. Great, you're into commandos, you don't need the weights, flip over, you go right to it, right here. So, elbow and palm, other way. Elbow and palm, keep it up. You can do this in a bear if you want to, a little bit easier. Or you could do it with your knees down. Keep your knees a little bit further away from your hips if you're doing it with your knees down. All those are options so that you just keep doing it, even if it starts to feel like it's hard. Great. Awesome. Take it up to the lunges. So jump lunges or step back lunges. 2 jump lunges, you're just switching midair. 4 step back lunge, you're just stepping back and forward and back and forward. Yeah, good. Really working the legs today. Sometimes I feel like I don't get the legs enough. Great, we're back to the beginning. So you take it back down to the ground, you grab your weights right where you left them, and you have back chest press. And 2, and 1, 2, 1. Really important here to breathe, just keep it breathing. You can go faster, slower than me, you're going your speed. Great, into your commando, so you just turn it over and you start right away. Down and up. So right arm, right arm, right arm, right, and you switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to get your palm right below your shoulder to push up when you're coming into it. If this is giving you any pain in your wrist, you can grab your weights and do some lateral delts if you have weights. Just like this. Or you can just hold your arms here. Great. Into your lunges, stands it up. Here we go. Jumping or stepping back. You're there or you're here. Because at this point I'm on the 3rd floor, I'm going to do some step back lunges. Just for these next 2 weeks. But feel free to do jump lunges. Keep it breathing. Awesome, one more time through everything. So lay it down, grab your weights. Here we go. 1. Breath is so important while you're doing this. It's so important because it's activating your core. The breath is what, if you're holding your breath, you're not keeping the core activated. Great. Commandos, just flip it over right here. You're right into it. You're doing great. Down and up. Other way. Down and up. You got it. And up. Woo! Keep it breathing. You can always take the knees down if you need to, especially if you're starting to feel this in your back. You take the knees down. Try to still do it with the arms though. Woo! Right into the lunges. Take it up. Awesome. Here we go. Right into it. 1 and 2. But you're stepping back. Like this. Whenever you jump, whenever you step back, make sure your knees are 90 degrees, especially the front one. The back one, not as important if it's not as 90, but the front one, don't go further. Whew, keep it breathing. Great. Take a breather. Take a break. Nice. Let's take a stretch. Good. Really good one for your hip flexors is take the lead behind you, bend it a tiny bit, and then feel like you can push your hip forward. And then from there, you might want to straighten and bend the leg. So it's like lunge, just adding that little bend knee into it. The timer's still going, so it's going to be. And then let's do the other side. So, little bend, and straight, and bend. Great. Stretching it out, take a breather. Nice. Grab some water if you need to. We're going to do the next exercise. You're doing prisoner squats, knee up. So these are the 30 seconds again. Prisoner squats are your hands behind your head and you're down. Prisoner squats, right like this. So you little double bounce and you bring your right knee up. And then double bounce and it's the same knee that goes up, right knee. So we do right side, then we do left side. Double bounce, left leg up. So this meant to really work your hamstrings, but also work your glutes. And then we're going into burpees. So this is 30, 30, 30. It's the same thing we did. We just took a little arm break. All right? Any questions on that? Prisoner squats. We're getting the legs today. All right, here we go. Get it set. You can do it. 10 seconds into your prisoner squats. You don't need weights for this. That's the good news. It's coming. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So double prisoner squat. Right leg comes up. Double. Right leg up. Really squeeze through your left. Left squeezes. So meaning you're squeezing your glute, you're squeezing your hamstring. So you come all the way to straight when you lift it up. It's a double bounce. You stay low. So it's like low, get a little bit lower, and then bring it up. Low, get a little bit lower, and then bring it up. Great, and you're just doing the other side. Again. You're doing great. Go. 1, 2, and you're bringing it up. 1, 2, and you're bringing it up. Yep. Right after this, you go straight into burpees. So you keep going and you go straight into the burpees. All right? Keep it breathing. Same leg. You got it. Awesome. Just go straight into the burpees. So you're out, push up, you're in, big jump. You're out. Use your core. Use that plank. Big jump. Try to get the jump, even though your legs might be getting tired. If you're modifying, you know you're stepping back. You're not jumping. Great. Again, right to the prisoner squats. Here we go. 1, 2, and up. It's the same leg that goes up. 2, and up. You got it. You're doing great. 1, 2, and up. Good. Awesome. Other side, right away. Just go. 1, 2, and other leg. Good. So, if you have pain in your back, I always say give modifications because you never want to hurt yourself when you're working out. You're supposed to get stronger, not weaker. So if you have pain in your back, you can take your arms in front of you like this. Prisoner squats are harder on your core, harder on your legs. So if you start to feel in the back, it might be because of that position. Great, keep it up. Great, straight into the burpee. Here we go. Deep breaths. Remember your plank. So your plank is what you use in your burpee when you're going down into the push-up or even when you're stopping in the back position. So remember the core. So important. Coming from your squat. Big jump up. You're doing great. We do it one more time after this. Here we go. Right back into it. Whew, you got it. 1, 2, leg up. Yes. Awesome. Keep it breathing. Keep your core engaged. Keep the pelvis going backwards, even on the prisoner squat. Pelvis is backwards. It's like you're trying to sit on something. Other side, you go right into it. It's like you're trying to sit on something and then the legs coming up. You got it. Keep it going. Doing amazing. Deep breaths. Great. Into your burpees. Now that it's summer, it's like, ooh, it's hotter. Burpees. And up. You got it. All the way to the end. Y'all are doing awesome. You can do it. Keep it breathing. Deep breaths. Doing great. Nice. You get to take a breather. Woo! Awesome. Grab some water. Real great idea. And you can take it down to a little hip flexor stretch if you want. I really like doing this kind of quad hip flexor one. It's another one. We are doing some abs, which is why I'm taking you down a little bit to the ground. So, take a deep breath. Good. And let's switch to the other side. If you want to do this one. That's great. Awesome. So we haven't done these in a while, so we're going to throw them in today. Some reverse curls. So this is another 30-second, and it starts with these reverse curls. So these are the prone. Sometimes I do them on my back, but this is the one on your stomach. But you're still reversing the curl of the back, which is why it's called that. Hands are behind the head or in a goalpost, and you lift up, you inhale, and you exhale. Here's a time when you can use weights if you want. That's great. Go for it. Inhaling and exhaling. That's your one. Your two, nice and simple. You flip it over. Your legs go to the right, your legs go to the left. Right. Maybe you can lift up your pelvis and shift it in the air and then go to the left. So see how I lift up, shift in the air? That's advanced. So if you don't want to do that, you're just going to drop side to side. But if you want to try this lift up and shift, go for it. That would be absolutely amazing. Your last one's up here. We've got a few more squats. And out and in, out and in. These are your squat jacks. All right? That's your 30 seconds. 30 times through. Y'all ready for it? Any questions? Okay. Take it to your onto the ground and laying on your stomachs. And I'll give you 10 seconds again to get there. Now, if you want to use weights, I started the timer. So if you want to use weights, you can use them in your hands. All right, here we go. 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. You want to make sure that your head looks at the ground. Don't lift your head up when you do these. Good. Keep it up. I leave my feet on the ground, but you can lift them up. It makes it harder in your back. Awesome. Turn it over. You're going into the side-to-side abdominals. So you've got right. If you can, maybe lift up your pelvis and take it to the right. It's like a swivel. Swivel to the right. You actually move the hip. Think one hip moves to the other hip moves. One hip moves. So the hip is in the same place. It just picks up. If this is hurting your hip, your tailbone, you do not have to do it. It's just sort of a fun, more advanced abdominals. Awesome. Squat jack, stands it up. Here we go. You're here. Out. 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 So I'm going slow just to show, but you can definitely go faster. So you're down here. You pop it out. You pop it in. Every time you go out, in, you have a little bit of a bend. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Stay low. We're really working out the thighs today, so stay low. Get into it. Great, you're back to the reverse curl. Here we go. On the ground. Head is down. You got it. Feel free, you can do it without weights. Again, you can do it with the feet off the ground or the feet on the ground. With your feet are on the ground, then you want to push through the feet, squeeze the glutes a little bit. If the feet are off, you still squeeze the glutes. Great, into your side-to-side leg lowers and lifts with a swivel. That's my name for it. I find this one really fun. something about the swivel, I think. You can use your hands a little bit. Triceps help. Other side, down. You got it. Great. Squat jacks. Let's take it up. Here we go. Go. 2. Keep it breathing. Stay low. Great, back to the ground. Here's your last one. It's your reverse curls. You got it. Grab your weights. Let's go. Remember to breathe. Remember that your head faces the ground. All those so important. All right, turn it over. Right away. Here we go. Side to side. Leg. Big exhale. If you can, you lift up the pelvis, you switch. If you're not lifting up the pelvis, feel free to have your hands here under your tailbone and just go side to side. Sometimes we do these in the office with partner abs. So they're like this, side to side, but you can always do the lift. I'm just showing without the lift this time. Awesome, take it up, let's do some squat jacks. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, right into it. Yeah, you got it. Good. Good. So this is your last one, so maybe make it a little bit faster. Get that squat out there, in and out, in and out. Yeah, great. Awesome, keep it up. Stay low. You don't want to come up. Think of your head one height. Just a little bit down maybe, but not back up. Awesome. And take a breather. Whew. Stretch your calves again if you need to. If that got into your calves or your hip flexors. So, if you need to stretch your calves, go for it. Grab some water. All right. Whew. So we're going to finish off with a great stretch, and make sure you do the stretch. It's really important to stretch at the end of an exercise of a class. So separate your feet nice and wide, hip width distance, and just drop your head for a moment. Give a little pull, a little hug right here. Breathe. Deep breath. Place your hands down on the ground. Walk your hands over to the right side. Just give it a breath. Whew. Awesome. Walk your hands over to the left side and just breathe. A gentle, gentle side hamstring stretch. And back to the center. Let's take it down to the ground. So seated position all the way down. We're going to come laying down. So you're going to cross your right leg over your left or left leg over your right. Make a figure 4 and stretch it out here. We do these a lot. Great, great hip stretches. Make sure you're taking 2, 3 big inhales and big sighs, big exhales. Let's switch it off to the other side. Same thing. Big inhales. Big exhales. Awesome. And let's stretch the back. You just pull one leg in, one knee in. The other one goes straight. And take the leg all the way to the floor. Put the foot down, and if the knee doesn't reach the floor, you can rest it right here on your hand, but maybe it can come all the way to the floor, and then the other arm's going to reach out, you're going to turn and look at the other arm. Sometimes I just rest my knee right here in my hand and stretch that way. Deep breath. Great. And come back to the center, and let's switch to the other side. So you're going to pull the knee in, deep, deep breath, big inhale. Woo! Big exhale. You're doing great. And we're going to flip here and just drop it down and breathe. Deep breath. Stay here a little bit. And back to the center. Go and roll it over. Press the hands down. Come to a seated position. Let's just stretch the neck. So I'm going to go side to side here, just dropping. If you have something else you want to do, go for it. Make sure you're stretching your neck. Really important. Looking up and down, up and down. Circle the arms up. Place them behind you. Little push into your fingertips. Lift up and back. Big breath. Whew. Back to the center. And you're done. Thank you. Bye-bye.